Hi, this is Belmont Journal, and today we are the groundbreaking ceremony for the new skating rink and sports facility in Belmont.
Welcome everybody. My name is Dante Mazzioli. I'm the vice chair of the rink building committee, and we certainly got a spectacular day to do this. Mark Haley unfortunately had a prior commitment. He's the chair. He couldn't make it today, so I'm a good second. How's that for y'all? Today's a special day in Belmont. We waited a long time for this rink to come together, and a lot of people helped out and got a lot of things done. It's a little bittersweet to see the old building down, but it's so encouraging to the generations of school kids in town, people that can use the facility, not only to play hockey, but figure skating and PTA meetings. It's always great to see so many great faces on the rink, and so it's a very special day. And God has blessed us with this day, that is for sure. I would like to recognize the following people who had so much to do with the project. First and foremost, we have a celebrity in the crowd today. We have the Skip Vigarola, who the rink was named after 25 years ago. Skip. Skip has served and worked in the town all his life. He's a lifelong resident. He's at the young age of 94. You're catching up to my mother, Skip. Good job, buddy. And I was blessed to be Skip's assistant coach at hockey prior to getting the high school job. And I have a lot of memories with him, a lot of fun times, and I can honestly say I love him. He's been an unbelievable mentor and a friend. So thanks for coming today, Skip. Select board members, Elizabeth Dion, Roy Epstein, and Matt Taylor, thank you very much for all you did to make this project work. We appreciate your efforts very much. Patrice Garvin, our town administrator, she's done a lot with the funding behind the scenes, many meetings to try to get this thing together, and I appreciate all her efforts, Patrice. Thank you. You've been a great leader through this. Dr. Gil Geyser is the superintendent of school. Thanks for all you've done. She just got on board here a little while ago, but she's going to be a great asset to the town. Senator Will Brownsberger and Dave Rogers. Will couldn't make it today at a prior commitment, but Dave is here to speak in a few minutes. He helped provide the funding to an environmentally challenged rink that we really have. We're going to talk about that in a little bit, but Dave and Will were very instrumental in putting that forward, and I appreciate your efforts. Thank you, guys. Meg Moriarty is chairman of our school committee. I don't know how she does it. She runs around all the time. She's on the committee with us, and we appreciate your efforts, Meg. Thank you. Members of the school committee are here. Thank you for serving our town and making our school system one of the best in the country. Chief McIsaac is here. Thank you, Chief, for your effort. I haven't seen Chief DeStefano, but I want to recognize him too. He's worked with us on some of the challenges. All the department heads through the whole town, especially the DPW, Jay Marcotte, and bringing water lines in. There's been a lot of cooperation here, and I think this is an example of when we work together what we can accomplish. Thank you very much, Jay, for that. Our fundraising campaign of Lucinda, Kayla, Cheryl, Ellen, and Nicole. You guys have done a great job. Not only have you raised a lot of money for the project, but you also spurred a lot of interest in the community. I thank you very much. Belmont Savings Bank Foundation made a very large donation, a significant help to the project, and we'd like to thank them for their efforts. Former select member Mark Palillo is here, and Mark kind of got this ball kicked off about, 3-4 years ago now, and we appreciate his effort, Mark. Thank you very much for all you've done for this town. We got a great, Mike Widmer assembled the best group of people he could possibly do to be on this committee, so I'd like to thank Mike for putting all those great minds together. Thank you, Mike. I mentioned Mark Haley. Mark unfortunately couldn't be here, as I stated before, but he's done a great job in his leadership capacity and has attended mega meetings, spent countless hours on it, and I want to recognize Mark for his tremendous effort to this. Thank you, Mark. Not only are we building a rink, it's turned into more of a community center. So we will work hard in the winter to keep it cold and everybody will be able to come down and skate. And then in the summertime, we'll have a temperature, climate control building, so possibly recreation or other departments can use this facility. So it's totally community path effort for this project. I'd like to thank the voters who voted overwhelmingly the second time for for the project. We couldn't have gotten it done without you guys. Thank you. The committee has assembled a great team, starting with Ted Galante from Galante Studios. He's done all the designs. It's been a real challenge. Ted's done a great job. His whole team has done a great job, and I'd like to thank him for his effort. Tom Kasunis is our community representative, and he represents us in the forefront. Tom is he always takes my calls, either 5 o'clock in the morning or 10 o'clock at night, and I appreciate your effort, Tom. Thank you very much. To the Skanskas team, starting with the project manager, Mike Morrissey, Ian, you guys have done a great job here. And I hope I can't include everybody's name here, but you guys have really done a great job. And for all the team members on each group here, you guys have really been great to work with, and we really appreciate it. We're just at the groundbreaking steps of this project, but we know that we've got a good path forward, so I appreciate everybody's effort. I'd like to also mention Donald White of CHA, who unfortunately isn't here. He passed away not too long ago. Don was a great asset not only to this project, but he was a great asset to the building department, and he surely will be missed. I'd like to introduce the committee. Mark Haley is the chair. Tom Caputo, Anthony Frianti. Please hold your applauses till the end of it, but you can be recognized. I'd appreciate it. Frank French, Dan Halston, Danelle Long, Anne-Marie Mahoney, Meg Moriarty, Catherine Oates, Steve Sala, Bill Shea, and myself, Dante Mozzioli, Vice Chair. At this time, we'd like to call up Dave Rogers, our state representative, who is very helpful in this project. You know, we're lucky to have both Dave and Will watching our back and really generating a lot of good interest for us, and more importantly than interest, a lot of good money. So Dave, if you'd come forward, please. Thank you.
Well, good morning, everyone. It's great to be here on this beautiful day. I also want to acknowledge, as Dante did, that my colleague in the State House, Will Brownsberger, wanted to be here. He had a previously scheduled commitment, but he's been a partner, and he and I have collaborated to get, as you said, better than interest money for the project. And, you know, this is a special day, and it's a testament to the spirit of this community, everything that had to happen. I have my list of folks to thank, but fortunately Dante took care of that for me. So, but you know what you did, and it's a collaborative effort that is really remarkable. And you see it in the rink, you see it in the library, you see it in the pool, you see it obviously in the high school, and this community time and again has rallied together to build a better future for the community. And, you know, it's a community center as well as hockey, but I'm a hockey guy. I still play once a week in a men's league, and I think it's important for people to remember that it's more than just a sport or a competition or athletics. Can have pretty profound meaning for kids and for adults. At the State House, we play an annual game against the veterans called the Skate for the 22 organization. They're called Skate for 22 because 22 veterans a day take their own lives. And what they found coming back from Iraq and Afghanistan is if they formed a hockey team all around the state, the camaraderie in the locker room and the fun they would have before the games and after the games gave those veterans a chance to bond and a sense of community. In my own life, when I was a kid, I played hockey, and My father passed away suddenly when I was 12. It was a pretty jarring time for our whole family. And one of the things that kept me going as a young person was my participation in hockey. And I loved it. The coaches felt like parents to me. My teammates felt like brothers. There's a special bond. So again, Dante went through this amazing list. I won't go through it again, but so many of you contributed to this remarkable day, and it's exciting. It's going to be a lot of fun right here. I want to also say hi to Skip for his amazing contributions. And so thank you. Thank you to everyone who helped out. I'm proud to be a part of it. And as I say, it's a great day. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, Dave. We appreciate your words. Patrice Garvin, Town Administrator, I'd like to call up to her to say a few words.
So I just wanted to speak today about what a great celebration this is for the town, and for many reasons, not just for this project, for many projects that the town does throughout the years. I'm coming up on my 7th year here as the town administrator, finishing up, and in those 7 years, I can tell you the amount of work that we have done in projects have been astounding and should be celebrated. When I arrived in Belmont in 2018, the building for the middle school and high school, which is right behind me, was going towards a debt exclusion. With the successful passage of that loomed many projects for the town. The police station and DPW, the library, the rink, and then the override that was passed this past April. And I will tell you, the leadership of this town to bring those projects forward and to complete those projects have been with the select board. And I have to say that working with the select board every day, and some of those members that are currently select board members and past members really showed leadership. And what I want to say is, one of the questions that they often ask themselves is, what is in the best interest of the town? Leadership is considering and impacting many, not the vocal few. And this board has over the years made very difficult decisions to serve the many residents of this community. So in 2018, looking at the rink as one of those projects, I can tell you that the rink project started and stopped, started again, stopped. I think started again and stopped maybe a couple more times after that, until Mike Widmer, the town moderator, appointed a building committee. As Dante indicated, 2 debt exclusions and a town meeting later, we are here today. And that comes with answering the question by the select board of what is in the best interest of the town. And I'd like to recognize those board members who have really championed those projects through the years, which is an astounding accomplishment when you look at it. So I wanted to recognize today Mark Palillo, who's been with me from the beginning, Adam Dash, another member of the select board, Tom Caputo, who currently serves on the rink committee and literally answers every one of my calls when I call him for something. Roy Epstein, who is a current member, who's, I don't think, afraid of any problem that's meant to be solved. Elizabeth Dearn, our current chair, who has more guts and determination of anyone I've ever seen. And then with Matt, our newly elected member, I looked at Matt and see all the challenges and the decisions he'll have to make in the future. So this board has shown a tremendous amount of leadership in my 7 years here, and the product of that is today. I also want to recognize the building committees that put in the most amazing amount of work that I have projects. I have been able to see countless projects and overrides and a commitment from residents of this community to serve on these boards and committees. And the chairs in particular, starting with Bill Lavallo and Pat Bruce of the high school, middle school building committee, Anne Marie Mahoney for the DPW and police station. You have Claire Coburn and Kathy Cohan's work for the library. And then finally Mark Haley and Dante and the building committee for the rink. I also want to recognize staff. We have a tremendous staff in the town of Belmont that work tirelessly with these building committees to really help them move along the process, because there are a lot of challenges that these building committees face on a day-to-day basis, and staff such as DPW, the finance team, to make sure that all the funds and the money is in place. Any committee that you can think of, even outside of the building committees, will help us, the warrant committee, capital budget committee. There's always somebody looking to help. And I just wanted to say that all of that culminates to what is today, which is truly a celebration of this project, but also the town of Belmont. So thank you.
Thank you, Patrice. We're also lucky to have you. You work hard for us every day, and we do appreciate it and recognize it. Meg Moriarty.
Hi everyone, my name is Meg Moriarty and I am currently chair of the Belmont School Committee. I'm going to echo some of the thanks of Dante and some of the memories that Dave shared, and just as Patrice has noted that this is a real success for the town, I would just like to take a moment and mention kind of what the success is really for our students, both our current and our future. Today is the first full day of school, so you don't see many students here as they're in class, but thinking back to town meeting and thinking about this rink, our students were out there holding signs and really promoting and advocating for this rink. It is not just a rink, it is also going to offer much more to our student athletes, and I just want to thank them for that. Over the past couple days, I've also gotten the opportunity to welcome our educators back to school. And one of the themes that I tried to touch on in those welcomings is making connections. And when you think about education, I think there's lots of ways to think about making connections. It can be making connections to content, making connections from teachers and students to students. And today I just want to mention that I think that part of this rink and our building of the rink in Belmont also helps connect us and our students to the history of Belmont. Over the weekend I got an opportunity to speak to my dad, who grew up in Arlington, and he was the youngest of 5 boys, and he still thinks back to then and having to go out there and wait for the ice to form on Spy Pond before they could get out there. But he knew that the town next door, those kids had a rink, and that was like really, you know, amazing to him that the community was supporting the student athletes with a rink there, and he still thinks back to that and enjoys sharing those memories. And so I think that this rink is more than just the rink of today. It also brings us back to those articles that you can find in the newspaper from the 1940s that touch upon the athletes and the coaches, and really a community coming behind student athletes and making memories, making connections. And so I just want to say that also for our students, athletics, as Dave pointed out, has many important aspects to it. I believe that today, as a parent and as a school committee member, it is upon us to create opportunities for our students to have face-to-face human interactions. There's so much technology out there today, right? We see them walking around on their phones, and when students are on teams and competing and participating in athletics, they're face-to-face with other students from other towns, with one another, and with coaches, and they're really making those connections. So I think this rink is also really a testament to our commitment as a community to help our student athletes continue to build those connections that are necessary for them to thrive and to bring to their future, whether that's careers or college or wherever they may go. But I think that shouldn't be lost upon us, that we need to make every effort possible to offer our students opportunities to make those human connections, and athletics is a really important part of that. So on behalf of the school committee, I want to thank everybody in our community and the rink committee and the town and Patrice and her staff for helping to bring this rink to our student athletes. As Patrice stated, it was a lot of start and go, and I've heard the history of that. Our previous superintendent, John Phelan, told me as he was leaving that when he came in, he was meeting about the rink, and as he was leaving, he was meeting about the rink. And I really appreciate that our new superintendent, Jill Geiser, has been so responsive every time that this rink committee has needed to discuss something, whether it's with Principal Isaac Taylor or our athletic director, Adam Pritchard. Jill has come forth and made sure that those meetings happen in a very timely manner. So I do want to recognize her leadership for this and thank her for that. And the other person that I do want to make note of is a couple years ago, as I was new to chairing the school committee, I got a call from Mark Palillo and he's like, "What are we going to do about this rink?" And so I do think that we should all recognize that I do believe that this final push to getting this here was really a push from Mark Palillo. He had a lot of effort in that, so I do want to thank him for that. So I encourage everyone to come, use the new facilities, support our current and our future student athletes, make those connections, and make memories as this rink is built. So thank you.
Thank you, Megan. And Ted Galante, the designer, architect, and he always gets best dressed at these things, obviously.
Good morning, everyone. Let me just state that for our entire design team, we are really grateful to be part of the Belmont community and to be here working on this project. The building committee has been invincible. They've been strong. They've been the leadership is really impressive. All down the line, that the select board has been great to work with. We've had some great compliments, great debates and such. And we are looking at a project now that, as Meg points out and as others have pointed out, is about the future athletes, the future student athletes. And what I applaud Belmont for the most is its ability, with the state's support and the state's help, is to make this an ice rink with a global warming potential of 1 or 0. The way that ice is created is evolving and changing, and Belmont has taken us to the leading edge of sustainability with a rink that is the most sustainable way that one can produce ice today. And we are super proud to be part of that, and we stand behind Belmont in every way for that. The rink is going to be a very well insulated, a very strong building. It should be standing in no short order, Mike, right? It's going to be here very quickly. I think as a compliment to all the hard work and all the buildings that have been done in Belmont, I think we'll stand here proudly and have a ribbon cutting that really is about preserving the children's future more than any of our future. And I think that's a testament to the town of Belmont and what they're capable of achieving. So again, thank you to Mark Haley, thank you to Dante, thank you for the town for putting your trust in us, and we are doing our damnedest to make this rink the best we can possibly make, along with the rest of the team. So thank you.
Thank you, Ted. So a lot of people got thanked today, and I just want to tell you, my closing comments will be working with the team that I alluded to before, Mike Wedmer had put together. What a great team of people it is. We not only work together, we talk together. We talk about the rink. We talk about our families, challenges, different things. We got to be friends. Sometimes we're sitting in 4 meetings a week, so either we really need to like each other, and I think we really do, and I think that's what's really made this a productive time. It's been a great team to work with, and it's been my wife think I quit my day job to join this group, and coaching hockey at Belmont High School for 40 years is probably the best job I ever had. So this just goes right on top of it. But I like to say it's going to be a proud day. I was able to be on the ice coaching, and now I'll probably get in there in a wheelchair someday and watch the youth of Belmont play on that ice surface, and that would be great. That would be so gratifying for all of us, because we're going to leave a legacy here for the kids in the future, and it's so exciting. This is really exciting. Our target date will be September 25. I know Mike and the Skanska team is going to meet that. We know they've done a great job up to this point. People don't realize, and I kind of didn't realize also, the planning and that went into this. Everybody said it's just a rink. Well, it's more than just a rink, and it's going to complement the town. So I really want to thank my members of the committee that are on this with me for all your hard work, all your dedication, all the calls. I'm an early guy. Sometimes I'll ring the phone at 5:30. When you get up, please call me, because I'm all wired and ready to go with questions and different things. But from everybody here, you guys did a super job. I call for the committee to come up, and we'll have a ceremony, groundbreaking. I guess the ground's already broken. Can you please not look behind me? So if the committee can come up here, we'd appreciate it. I know everybody's running around very busy. Belmont Media, I want to thank them, especially Jeff. You guys did you've done a great job. And I would be a little remiss because I'll hear about it at the coffee hour. Alex Corbett brought this article to town meeting, and I appreciate him bringing it forward. We've talked about this. We've talked about this rink for 20 years, replacing it, and you know, moving forward, we turned the page on this today into a new facility, and we hope that everybody in this town enjoy it. Thank you all. If I forgot anybody, I apologize, and thank you everybody for coming again.
So good to be here today in front of everybody with this crowd, and so wonderful to see it, that the kids are going to enjoy a beautiful facility, and all the hard work and dedication from everybody. I'm really proud, and it's nice to be seen in Belmont. Thank you for everything. God bless everybody.
Good morning, Brandon here, Director of Recreation, on this great day here for the rink groundbreaking. The rink has meant a lot for all the recreation programs that we've run over the years, everything from our Special Olympics programs to the Learn to Skate programs, public skating, and also the other programs in between. So we couldn't be more excited and thrilled to have the rink to be coming online next year. We can't wait for all the programming that is to come. Congrats to the building committee and everyone who made this day possible.
Adam Pritchard, Athletic Director at Belmont High School. We're just so excited for the new version of the rink to be coming to the high school. It's going to be an incredible addition to our campus, to the Belmont community, to our programs at the high school, for all of the youth programs. There's not a town in Massachusetts, New England, or the country that wouldn't like a hockey rink, skating rink, at their doorstep. So we're just feeling very fortunate and thankful for everybody that was involved in this process.
So I'm Mark Palillo, former member of the Select Board, and I'm here on a very historic day, the groundbreaking for our new municipal skating rink. Behind me here, what a great day today was. A lot of people came out to celebrate this day, and I'm really proud of what we accomplished here. It was a long road. Municipal skating rink was a project that, frankly, was on the back burner for multiple years, many attempts to try to move it forward. And I want to thank my Adam Dash and former members of the Select Board, current members of the Select Board, a town administrator, clearly the building committee and the dozens and dozens of hours they've spent on this. And finally, I want to thank the residents of this community that supported and voted for the debt exclusion to make this happen. All of the fundraising efforts that took place as well, Ellen Schreiber, Cindy Zuniga, and all the other sort of folks involved in fundraising. But this is a historic day because this is the municipal skating rink is part of the cultural fabric of our community. And this will be enjoyed by current Belmont residents and future Belmont residents for decades. The other rink lasted 45 years. This rink will likely last the same amount of time. So I'm thrilled to be here today. I'm thrilled to see we finally are, breaking ground and moving forward with this. I hope it opens next fall. Across the street, of course, the library is well on its way as well. So both buildings are part of the cultural fabric of our town. I'm proud to have been a small part of making this a reality today. And I again want to thank everyone in town for supporting our efforts.
Good morning. I'm Tom Gazunis, Owner's Project Manager from CHA Companies. And we're helping Belmont with the project to get the skating rink constructed. And it's an exciting day here today with the groundbreaking. Behind me, you can see that there's some foundations in the ground. So we're starting to get foundations going, and site utilities are in and will continue to go through. Next month, we'll be bringing in the actual steel structure, and that'll start going, and we'll be putting that up. And that will really start to, have a building on the site where things will take shape. Then we'll close it in and then start and do all of the utilities and FF&E and all of the mechanical equipment that goes inside the building to ultimately make ice and have students and athletes and community members skating on this ice next September. So we're excited.
Thank you for joining us for this historical event. This is Belmont Journal. Until next time.